Number 1. Musée Sainte-Croix. The biggest museum in the city is in a labyrinthine brutalist building from the 1970s. After an intensive trawl through these galleries, broken down into prehistory, ancient archaeology, medieval history, fine arts, ethnography and regional, you'll be feeling pretty clued up about Poitiers and the region. Number 2. Futuroscope. Since the Lumiere brothers in the 19th century, France has always been at the forefront of the cinematic arts, and the Futuroscope theme park springs from that legacy. The venues for these rides and shows are phenomenal metal and glass structures, some angular and others rounded, but all with vast dimensions. Number 3. Baptistère Saint-Jean. In Poitiers you can step into the oldest Christian church in France, built in the 4th century and then altered in the 7th century to its present form. There are Merovingian sarcophagus covers on displayed at the small archaeological museum inside, and incredible murals from the 12th and 13th centuries decorate the walls. Number 4. Église Saint-Hilaire la Grande. Because of its location on the Way of Stay James pilgrimage route, this hushed Romanesque church is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The revolution wasn't kind to the building, and the nave was torn down and had to be rebuilt. Number 5. Parc de Blossac. In the mid-18th century, the Count of Blossac had big plans for Poitiers to shed its medieval image with wide boulevards and open spaces like this sumptuous park. The park is actually skirted by some of the old city walls, as you can see on the southern corner. Number 6. Église Notre-Dame la Grande. This 11th century church is an incredible piece of Poitevin Romanesque architecture. Inside are medieval paintings above the choir, showing Christ in majesty and the Virgin and Child surrounded by a mandorla. Number 7. Grande Salle, Palais de Poitiers. There's only one room to be seen at Poitiers Law Courts, formerly the seat of the Dukes of Aquitaine and Counts of Poitou, and you have to brave airlines tile bag checkers to get in. But if you're curious about English and French history, this is small price to pay. Number 8. Poitiers Cathedral. Eleanor also commissioned the city's imposing cathedral in 1162, and it was completed around a century later, which was quite swift for a building of this size in medieval times. If you're fascinated by medieval history, you could have a field day in here. Number 9. Hotel Fumé. Rue de la Chaîne is one of the most delightful streets in the city, crowded with medieval houses with crisscross patterns on their timber frames and iron gas lights suspended over the middle of the street. Follow it up the hill and it turns into Rue René Descartes. Number 10. Place du Maréchal-Leclerc. The principal square in Poitiers Centreville has a totally different feel to the city's narrow medieval streets, but is just as easy to love for its sense of space and airiness. Place du Maréchal-Leclerc is enclosed by Belle Époque and Art Deco buildings. Hope you liked this video. For more videos, please subscribe to our channel.